I'm going to show you a new product. So it's one of the biggest shift Crisp has ever done. Crisp, it's been 10 years since we started the company. And a lot of things have been changing over the past 10 years. I guess you know what the point gonna be, but AI is more involved in our everyday basis. And right now we are releasing a new product with Crisp, which is called Hugo.
I don't take no losses, simple. Stand up, die, walk 10 toes. Looking in the mirror, who better than me? Got their hands high, tell them that I'm out of they reach. I know I want a few M's, so I'm up, making it happen. To the bank laughing. Look, take a few L's, but now way up. Just see they reaction. Whoa.
So this is Hugo. This is a new product, and it's basically a revamp of Crisp, which gonna be AI first. I know that a lot of people here has been using Magic Reply chatbots. So now we're gonna split Crisp in two different parts. We keep Crisp, but Crisp gonna turn into a human-first platform. We don't think AI gonna replace customer support at all, but AI should be a help for your teams and users. So the idea is to split the Crisp platform in two different systems, where we're gonna have Crisp, human-first platform, where your team in the loop, best-in-class support, so you as a team can help customers. And on the other hand, we're gonna have Hugo.ai, which is made by Crisp, but it's gonna be AI first. So it's gonna be using your team knowledge, it's gonna be using PDF training, knowledge-based training, website training, custom question and answers to reduce the amount of pressure and stress on your team. Hugo answer, Hugo takes actions, and what it doesn't know, well, it's okay, and it's gonna move back. The thing is, why chatbots, AI chatbots, didn't really change the way we do support. One of the reasons is chatbots really helped on customer support, but the thing is, it was really workflow based. You had to manually program your chatbot with speakers, sometimes decide if AI can answer or not. But in the end, it's not really making the user experience very good. Your users really struggle with that workflows. So yeah, the problem is not speed, it's just an ownership and customization, just making that work properly. What we've done instead with Hugo is an AI engine. It's not a chatbot anymore. It's more like an AI agent. You don't really need to manually program workflows. It's automated. You just explain Hugo what your company is doing. You provide Hugo knowledge. You provide Hugo some action as well. Hugo is, for instance, integrated with third-party systems. So if you have a Shopify website, Hugo can, for instance, get orders from Shopify, get user information automatically. And Hugo is deeply integrated with all the Crisp ecosystem. So if you have a Crisp account, well, it's fully integrated with Crisp. So Hugo is very easy to configure, very easy to use. And Hugo is also compatible with all the Crisp ecosystem. And I'm going to show you that in a moment. We got really good results. So we've been working for a year on Hugo, and it's in internal beta with selected customers for since October 2025. And what we saw with Hugo is it can manage to resolve automatically without any human intervention up to 63% of conversations. And it's not a fake number. It's really doing the job. And what we saw as well is having Hugo plus Crisp increase on average a CSAT. It does a plus 0.3. What it does mean? Let's say your support unusual has a Crisp rating of 4.4 on 5. With Hugo, you can expect a 4.7. It really does a good job. And this mix of having a very good AI agent and very good team support, and both combined, it really is a game changer. So we have a few companies as well, big companies using Hugo since October, and we got really great feedback. But now let's see how it works. Let me share my screen. Before, you used to have an AI automation tab, and it was replaced with an AI agent tab. If you're using right now the Crisp chatbot system, well, you can reuse the exact same system with Hugo. And don't worry, we've been migrating all your existing workflows. If you've been using workflows before, it's the same thing with Hugo, and you can in one click migrate from the Crisp chatbot to Hugo, and it's gonna work exactly as before. Hey Hugo, what is Hugo.ai? I can see here what the AI agent is doing, and it doesn't answer. I can see as well what information Hugo has been using. You can see here, Hugo has been using an article from the knowledge base, and as well, a custom snippet. So you can really see what the agent is doing. But the cool thing as well is Hugo has really built-in system. So you don't need to manually program escalation, stuff like that. It's automated. So for instance, if I say, wow, thanks, boom, conversation is closed, and it's automated. I didn't have to do anything. Let's create a new conversation. Hey there, I have an important problem with my Crisp account. I don't receive any email. So here we can see Hugo is searching for different issues, and it suggests different settings. And what I'm gonna do is just, I want to talk to Crisp team instead. And boom, it's done. I didn't have to manually program that. It's automated. And Hugo is really understanding your users. And at some point, we don't want to block users in a pre-programmed chatbot. If at some point there is an important issue and the user needs to take action for your team, we allow that. It's okay to get your team involved. I'm gonna show you a few settings. Hugo is really easy to configure. The only thing you need to do is to go to settings. Here, there is an onboarding system, and to explain what your company is doing. We have different AI models available. So you can use OpenAI models, you can use Claude models, and you can also use private models, such as this model, which is hosted by Crisp. That's the only thing you need to do, basically. Configure that, and then go to activation, and you go to here, and you activate Hugo. It's as simple as that. There is even an office hour settings. So you can, if you want to only trigger Hugo during weekends, you can program your office hours, say that your team is available from Monday to Friday with office hours. You click here and boom, it works. As simple as that. Like before, you can have a set of different question and answers. So Hugo can be using your content. It can be trained based on your website here, as well as knowledge base. So you don't need to do anything. If you're already using a Crisp knowledge base, it's automated. You can also upload different files, such as PDFs, CSVs, and very soon we're gonna have additional integrations to integrate, for instance, with Slack. So we can import Slack data to Crisp and to be able to import Notion content as well to Crisp. Triggers have been moved to Hugo, so Hugo can run triggers as well, and you still have your existing workflows, but it works in a subtle different way. So here, if Hugo is disabled, it's gonna be using your previous chatbot workflows. It will work as before. What you can do as well is enable Hugo, but just route to a workflow. So as soon as a user sends a message, boom, it's gonna trigger a workflow. It's quite easy to do, and it's really compatible with the previous system. Before showing you two other very cool features, I'm gonna be back to the inbox and show you something we've released. There is now an automated inbox. Now, when Hugo is activated, users gonna land here. Hugo answer your users automatically. And yeah, if at some point there is a need for an escalation, if user Hugo doesn't know the answer, it's gonna land here. It's as simple as that. So in your end, your team only has to do the work right there. They don't need to do anything in particular. That's quite cool. Last step I'd like to show you is Hugo routing rules and Hugo integration. With Hugo, first, you can do instructions. So you can prompt stuff with Hugo. So for instance, here, what we do at Crisp is we ask Hugo if there is any bug report. What we want is like a clear explanation. We want a screenshot as well. When there is a bug report, Hugo gonna do the job here, like actually getting data from users. Here, we just ask Hugo to say we, because we are a team at Crisp. Hugo is not a person. It's an AI agent, but it's a part of the team. So yeah, we have this custom instruction right there. Let's say you have an important outage at the moment with your website. You can do an instruction and you can explain Hugo, well, there is a problem right now, and just tell this to users, and you're gonna explain them exactly what's going on. One thing I didn't mention, but Hugo can understand images. So if users upload a screenshot, that's gonna work. If they upload audio messages, Hugo can understand those audio messages. That's just easy. It's plug and play. And finally, what's very cool with Hugo is we have different routing rules. So what you can do now with Hugo is to connect Hugo to your existing workflows. So what we do at Crisp is the AI agent enables by default. If, for instance, here the user would like to trigger a demo or do a meeting with all sales, we're gonna route to a demo. It's like if there is a partnership request, we want to route to the partnership block. So here, let's say, hey, what is Hugo? So it's doing, Hugo here is triggering. Cool. I would like a demo, please. And boom, it triggers a workflow. And Hugo did that on its own. And that's very cool with Hugo, because you don't need to manually create different flows. If the user says this, then do that, etc., etc. Hugo understands what you need, and yeah, it does the job. It's as simple as that. It does the job, and it can combine both AI answers, workflows, and as well, another thing. Hugo has integrations. So you can connect existing integrations. So it's pre-built, it's made by Crisp, and Hugo can do actions with such integrations. So for instance, if you have Stripe, Hugo can get invoices right from Stripe. And there is a verification system. I'm gonna show that in a minute. Same for Shopify. With Shopify, you can get orders details, user details. And what you can do as well is to integrate what we call an MCP server. And so basically it lets you integrate your own internal system to Hugo. So at Crisp, for instance, we have an internal system. We use that for invoicing. Let me show you something. Hey there, my accountant asked for all invoices for Crisp in 2025. Well, there is a typo, but we don't care. Hugo understands that. Hugo then asks for an email. So we're gonna give my real email. Hugo gonna send a verification request. So it can work with email, phone number. Here it's just the playground. So here I'm gonna have to type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But on the real chat, you're gonna have to receive a code from email, and then the AI agent can do the job. So now I am authenticated, and Hugo has access to the Crisp internal system. And right now, it's looking at my invoices. It's reading, calling the different APIs with Crisp, and boom, I have my invoices. That's quite simple, in fact. All my invoices are there. It worked. Thanks, Hugo. Boom, conversation ended. I can show you as well. There is an analytics section with Hugo. So what's very cool is you can really see what Hugo is doing. You retain your existing Crisp analytics, but here you have a dedicated analytics for the Crisp agent. You can also analyze topics as well. So here, if I scroll down, I can see that right now we have a lot of different questions related to Crisp setup. But yesterday, we had a lot of questions related to Hugo. I think you're gonna ask me something, but what's the cost? So if I switch back to billing, here I can see that I have some free credits. Crisp offers on each Crisp paid plan free credits. You can use those free credits. Crisp is paying for that. With Hugo, you have built-in credits, and what we do is there is an average cost per conversation. So you can have different AI models. Here, it's token-based, but on average, what we see is it costs around 5 cents per conversation. It's the cheapest AI agent on the market, and you only pay if Hugo agent is involved. So you don't pay for existing triggers, you don't pay for conversations routed to your team, only if the AI agent is involved. So you have built-in credits in your plan. It's offered by Crisp. You don't need to pay for that. And if at some point you exceed the credits, well, you can enable the pay-as-you-go credits. It's quite simple. So by default, it's disabled. So if you go reach the built-in free credits limit, it's gonna stop answering and route to your team instead. But indeed, if you want to fully automate at some point, you may have to enable the pay as you go. There is a very cool website you can check. So if I go to crisp.chat, there is this Hugo banner, and it's gonna explain you more in detail what Hugo does.